If you've lost a loved one in Iowa and believe that someone else is responsible for their death, there are critical deadlines and legal steps that you cannot afford to miss, and insurance companies are counting on you not knowing them. I'm attorney Tim Summelroth of RSH Legal. I've been helping people get fair wrongful death settlements in Iowa for over 27 years. If you've lost a loved one because of someone else's actions, get a free consultation with a lawyer you can trust by calling 319-895-1847. You need answers, and you need them now. Let me walk through exactly what you should know about wrongful death claims in Iowa so that you can make the best decisions for your family during this difficult time. Question: what is a wrongful death case in Iowa? A wrongful death case is a legal claim when someone dies because of another person's carelessness, recklessness, or intentional acts. Iowa law allows certain family members or a court-appointed representative to seek compensation for the losses caused by that death. It could be from a car crash caused by a negligent driver, a preventable medical error, a workplace accident due to unsafe conditions, or a dangerous product that wasn't properly tested or labeled. The goal is to hold the wrongdoer accountable and help your family recover financially. Too many families are left with mounting medical bills and lost income on top of their grief. If you're unsure whether you have a case, call us for a free consultation. There's no risk in finding out where you stand. Question: who can file a wrongful death case in Iowa? Here's what gets many families confused, and it's critical to understand this early. In Iowa, only the personal representative of the deceased person's estate can file the lawsuit. This is usually a close family member appointed by the court. You can't just file as an individual family member. The case must be brought through the estate's representative. This prevents multiple lawsuits and ensures that all family members' rights are protected. Choosing the right representative is important. Juries often judge a case by how credible they find that person. Now, we can help you understand your legal role and guide you through the process so that the wrong person doesn't take charge of this case simply because they acted first. Question: what damages can be recovered in an Iowa wrongful death case? Insurance companies hope that you never learn this. There are actually more types of compensation available than most families realize. Damages can include medical bills from your loved one's final treatment, funeral and burial costs, lost income that they would have earned, pain and suffering before death, loss of companionship for certain family members, and the value of household services that they would have provided. Every case is different. Even household services, things like childcare, cleaning, and home repairs, can have real economic value. Don't let anyone tell you that certain losses don't count. Talk to a lawyer about what's possible under Iowa law. Question: can I file a wrongful death claim in Iowa if my loved one was partially at fault? Yes. Iowa uses comparative fault rules, which means if your loved one, for example, was 30% at fault, then your recovery will be reduced by 30%. But if they were found more than 50% at fault, you may not recover anything. Now, determining fault is complex. Insurance companies will push as much blame as possible onto your loved one to reduce payouts. They have investigators working against you. We can investigate and challenge their claims. We've seen insurers try to blame victims for accidents that clearly weren't their fault. So don't accept their version without your own lawyer. Question: what must happen before filing a wrongful death lawsuit in Iowa? There's a critical requirement. The estate must be officially opened in court, and a personal representative must be appointed by the judge before filing. It's also important to preserve evidence early. So don't give recorded statements without legal advice. Save physical evidence from the scene of the injury. Get witness information while memories are fresh, and document your loved one's condition and treatment in their final days. Now, we can handle these steps for you so that you can focus on your family. The biggest mistake that we see is waiting too long to get help. Question: how long do I have to file a wrongful death case in Iowa? In most cases, you must file the lawsuit within 2 years from the date of the death. Miss that deadline and you lose your right to bring the case forever. Some cases, like those against government entities or involving medical malpractice, may have shorter deadlines. Wrongful death cases should be started quickly. time can weaken your case. For example, if young children grow up and are doing well, juries may see less need for compensation. If a surviving spouse remarries, it can affect what they can testify to in the case. So call us right away so that we can protect your rights and gather evidence while it's fresh.
Question: what are the benefits of hiring an Iowa wrongful death attorney?
Here's what insurance companies are counting on: that you'll try to handle this yourself while you're grieving and overwhelmed. A lawyer can gather evidence, calculate the losses, deal with insurance companies, and fight for maximum compensation. They can also help you avoid costly mistakes that could hurt your case. Insurance companies have experienced lawyers working against you, teams of them. You need someone on your side who knows exactly how they operate. An attorney knows the legal requirements and can handle the complex paperwork while you grieve. Here's what we do that you probably can't do on your own: investigate liability and preserve crucial evidence, navigate complex court procedures for your loved one's estate, properly calculate the full value of your losses, and counter insurance company tactics designed to minimize your claim. Let us take on the legal burden so that you can focus on healing and supporting your family. We've seen what happens when families try to go it alone. They often get far less than they deserve.
Question: how much does it cost to hire a wrongful death lawyer in Iowa?
We work on a contingency fee, which means that you pay nothing up front and your lawyer is paid a percentage only if you win. If we don't win, you owe no attorney fees. That means you can get quality legal help regardless of your financial situation. We will also advance the costs of building your case, and we only get paid back if you get paid. That makes us invested in getting you the best possible result.
Question: how do I choose the best Iowa wrongful death lawyer for my case?
Here's what you should look for when choosing legal representation. And it's not just about who has the biggest advertising budget. Look for an attorney with specific experience handling wrongful death cases. Someone who has a track record of successful results and a willingness to guide you through every step. Many attorneys offer free consultations where you can ask questions to see if they're a good fit. What you want is someone who's actually tried wrongful death cases in court, not just settled them. Insurance companies pay more when they know your lawyer isn't afraid of a courtroom. So ask these critical questions. How many wrongful death cases have you handled similar to ours? What were the outcomes of those cases? Are you willing to go to trial if the insurance company won't offer fair compensation? And how will you keep us informed throughout this process? We've helped Iowa families through these cases for over 27 years, and we're here for you too. We know exactly what it takes to build winning cases and get families the compensation they deserve.
Question: will my Iowa wrongful death case have to go to trial?
Most cases settle, but some cases go to trial if the other side won't offer a fair amount. Your lawyer should be ready for both. Settlement can be faster and less stressful, but trial may be the only way to get full compensation. Insurers often make low offers hoping you'll take quick money. They pay more to lawyers who actually go to trial. That's why we prepare every case as if it's going to court. That's how we get the best settlements.
Question: how long does a wrongful death case take in Iowa?
Here's what affects your timeline and why you shouldn't delay getting started. It depends upon the complexity of the case, the court schedule, and whether it settles or goes to trial. Straightforward cases with clear liability may resolve in several months, while complex cases involving multiple parties or disputed facts may take a year or more. But here's what most people don't realize. Wrongful death cases should actually be worked up as quickly as possible and not be allowed to drag on. Time works against these cases in ways that can hurt your recovery. That's why we work to resolve cases as quickly as possible while still getting the compensation you deserve. The sooner we start, the sooner we can begin fighting for your family's future. If you would like to set up a free consultation with an experienced attorney who will fight for what you deserve, please call us today at 319-895-1847. Our conversation is confidential, costs you nothing, and can potentially get you the biggest settlement possible for your Iowa wrongful death case. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to this channel and make sure you watch this next video.